Hey y'all, welcome to Vibrant Vibes. It's live. Hey, let y'all know it's a good reel. Sit down and watch and just chill. It's Vibrant Vibes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Vibrant Vibes. This is season 2, episode 10.
We have a Daisy.
Hi everyone, my name is Adeze, and it's a pleasure to be on Vibrant Vibes today.
Okay, girl.
Yes.
Professional.
We don't start off yet.
Say no.
Okay, let's get into it. First off, we know you love to travel, so we can go into that. Like, what's your favorite place you've traveled so far?
Oh my gosh, that's really hard. I do love to travel. I don't know if I have like top favorites. I think the most impactful for me was when I went back home to Nigeria because that's where I'm from. And so being able to go and see, my home where my parents grew up, see all of the different developments and stories that kind of relate back to the things that I kind of grew up to know and, are really like a part of me. Like it
Right.
was really like, wow, like this is real life. So
That's
that's
so
one. Yeah.
cool. That's a good moment.
Yeah.
That's like,
It was like surreal. It was like,
right?
okay, I'm really here. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So, I know, which I saw on social media just because I know Kyla shared it, we have a travel advisor.
This is true. This is true. So this is a new venture I'm kind of picking up. I love planning travel. I love planning trips. Like if and when the when the group trip
Mhm.
actually comes out of the group chat,
I feel that.
that is when I'm like, okay, we're here, we're moving. The tickets are bought, the hotel is
Mhm.
paid for. So at that instant, you can find me like finding like, okay, what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna eat? Like, what's the move? What's the vibe?
Mhm.
What's this place feeling like? So I'm kind of known to do that in my friend groups, my travel groups. So I found that it's kind of like a passion of mine, and so that's why I'm like, okay, let me really tap into that. And so I've been seeing a lot of opportunities to go into that, and so that's why I kind of like decided to pick that up as kind of like a little side venture for me. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
if you
I
need
feel like
help,
that definitely fits
yeah,
you. It probably does be really cool.
for sure. If you need help booking or planning your travel, definitely hit me up. They're gonna put my info below.
We will tag it right there.
And yeah,
Mhm. Because when we get out the group chat, we will be somewhere. I
Ooh.
promise. I promise. Somebody don't got their passport. Once they get their
I'll get
passport,
my passport. I need a place to go.
Mhm.
I've been out.
you can get the passport beforehand, just so we have it and be ready to go.
Mhm.
So then we don't have to worry about it. Because I remember when we went to Mexico, my brother didn't have his passport, so we were getting it ready and everything. And the day came, like a few weeks came, like right when we were about to go, and it came and it wasn't acceptable. So they
Ooh.
denied his passport.
I did not know
So,
that.
because the picture
Mhm.
wasn't, it was too dark,
Okay.
which was their fault because they could have
Right.
told us that beforehand.
Right.
Exactly.
In the meantime, there are domestic places you can go without a passport, but still get the
Mhm.
passport. But yes,
Virgin Islands, right?
Yeah, you can do that. U.S. Virgin Islands.
Dominican Republic.
No, I don't think
I don't think so.
Puerto Rico though. Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Mhm.
We just gotta step out.
I'll
I'm
get my
waiting.
passport.
I'm just waiting. I'm just
Just let me know where you're going.
I've been, but it was from a cruise. Like I remember
Okay.
I went to Jamaica, Bahamas, and Cozumel, Mexico.
Okay.
But I didn't need my passport. It was
But
on
how
a
old were
cruise.
you when you went though?
15.
So much has changed, and we can be outside.
Exactly.
I won't be outside. I be outside just in
And their
Michigan.
liquor hit different. Too.
I be outside in Michigan.
No, you need to be
No,
outside.
literally,
in
it's
life.
different,
wanna
and
be
they know how to
outside with the
party.
countries.
Like they actually
Mhm.
dance, have fun, like
You
enjoy
gonna get
themselves.
lit
So
for real
definitely,
I'm ready.
one day.
for sure.
So also, I know I've seen that you just came with an organization.
Yeah.
You want to talk more about that?
Yeah, so I'm an event coordinator for an organization called Igbo Unites. So essentially, this org unites Igbos. So this is like a lot of people from the southeastern region of Nigeria. So within the diaspora, and so I'm specifically part of the Detroit chapter. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun. We just get together, we fellowship, network, have social events, dig deeper into our culture and just enjoy each other's company. So I've really been enjoying it, and I've been planning a lot of the events for them. So a lot of times when you see me promoting an event or doing some funny videos, it's for them. So it's been a good time.
Did you have an event last night or something I saw?
Are you talking about the video I posted?
Yeah.
So that's a promo for an event in a couple weeks. So it's kind of like and actually y'all can pop out if y'all wanted to, but it's like a Y2K party. So if you've heard of Bollywood, it's like a Nollywood party. So basically like the Nigerian, film movie industry, we call it Nollywood. And so it's like wearing like the Y2K kind of clothing and like old school stuff that they would wear in like the movies and the party scenes. So
cool.
For sure.
That'd be cool.
That's why my makeup look like that. I don't do my makeup like that now. But
oh no, I just saw a sneak peek. I was like,
you're like, okay.
I was like, that's why she had to come over.
Yes. But yeah,
that's gonna be lit.
For sure. It's gonna be a good time.
How many chapters are there? Because there's a Detroit one, and then
I cannot give you every, but we're all throughout the U.S. So you got the Houston, Atlanta, you got Chicago, Cincy, and sometimes you do collabs with other orgs too.
I was gonna say, do you guys all collab together sometimes?
Yep. Sometimes within the Midwestern region. If you know about Afro Nation that recently came, we kind of collab with Cincy and Chicago, so that was a lot of fun.
That's lit.
For sure. And then like yearly, there's a convention. So yeah, that's people always say that's a lot of fun. I haven't been yet, but yeah, it's a good time for sure.
That's really cool.
For sure.
I just learned something.
Yeah,
that was really cool. That's
pop
cool.
out.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Pop out for sure. But yeah, it's been kind of like a crazy summer, like between planning events for that, doing some travel. The most recent travel I've done was Colombia, and that was a ball. That was probably one of my favorites. Just because there's so much to do. The food was great. The weather was good. It's affordable. Like it was
affordable. That's the magic word.
Say no more. Like you can get a whole spread of a table, and it'll be like $30 for some good food. So like,
what kind of food?
Like they're like authentic dishes. So like they're like my thing there was like the mohara, which is like their fried fish. Or you can get like steak, you can get whatever really. But so I just enjoyed it. I love going to see other like people's cultures and kind of just enjoy. And so
okay,
definitely.
How long do you typically go for your trips?
It depends on what I can get in. Like of course I'm still working, so it's like, okay, how many vacation days do I have? What's the deals looking like?
Yes.
Is it around the holidays? What can I squeeze in? So that particular one was a longer one. I went for about 7 days.
Nice.
So that was a good one, but like other times I maybe have to be like, okay, it's a 4-day trip. We're gonna go in, do what we can, have fun, relax, and get out. So really, whatever I can do. So yeah.
Okay. What? How many places have you traveled to? Out the country.
Out the country. Okay, so we're gonna exclude Canada, right?
Yeah, we can exclude
Canada. Canada. Okay, so I've been to Cancun, Mexico. I've been to Paris. I've been to London. I've been to Barcelona. Cheetah Girls, period.
Oh my god, that was a Cheetah Girl moment. Oh my god, I would have been living my best life.
Oh my god, I did the best I could. But the Sagrada Familia, it was like closed to go upstairs. But I was still able to like go and see it because like they were doing construction.
So cool,
but it was super cool for sure. I've also been to Rome, and of course Colombia. I just said that, Cartagena, and then I've been to Montego Bay. I went this year for my birthday, so
Really nice.
Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, I enjoyed. Their food's also really good. A lot to do there.
How do you find? So say like next year, I want to take like a big trip somewhere.
Yeah.
Else. How do you find these? Like what websites? Like how do you find?
So it depends. I typically sometimes I try to just look out for either one, if I want to go to a specific place, like what are the flights and deals looking like, and kind of like base the trip around then. Or I'll like base it around my birthday. If I'm like, okay, I want to go somewhere for my birthday. What's looking like a good price or a good time to go to a certain place?
Right.
So that's kind of like how I base it around. But a lot of times I might use like Google Flights. or if I know like I have enough like rewards points, I'm like, okay, I can use my points for this or that. And that's like based upon like being loyal to an airline or just having a good credit card. So yeah,
We love
for
that.
sure, for sure.
Okay.
It's always a good time. But yeah, but what have you guys been up to lately?
Being a mom, just working.
Okay,
Honestly,
how's that
it's
been?
a lot of fun. I love being a mama.
Good. That's so exciting. It's crazy seeing everybody with their beautiful babies. But we love to see it. So
And it's
congrats,
just funny
congrats.
because like we've known each other since
Mhm.
elementary school.
Yeah.
So we go like way
Back.
back. So it was crazy to see our lives just
Right.
doing and just life, and this is so cool. It's
Right.
So cool.
It's like not your ground, but yeah.
Yeah, we grown as hell.
No, literally, I think we were in class like second and third grade, so like that was
the
like
split.
too long ago. Then we rode the bus together the whole like throughout school, and then
All high school.
yeah, high school too. So
Mhm.
yeah. So that's super fun. And then we were always like I think within the same school here and there.
Well, that's why
maybe.
when you walked, it like
Yeah.
took me. That's why like your name and everything. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I know I met you before.
For sure. Like some people you're like in the vicinity of, but like don't
Yes.
always like register until you're like, hey, I know you.
Because Ashley went
So,
to
yeah.
Stevenson for those 2 years, and
Yeah.
I feel like she met everybody in that moment, and
Mhm.
then she went to PSEP.
Okay.
So then when we all was at Glenn, everybody like, where Ashley? I'm like, PSEP.
Right.
No disrespect though.
Left. The ship sailed. I left.
No.
And we literally would have had a
problem.
class together.
Dog,
I
I
was
remember
so hurt.
You even told me too that we had a class
Because they
enrolled.
had called off your name. I was
When
like,
you told
God
me that,
damn
I
it.
was like, you really nah.
I'm
I
crying.
know you're lying.
Did
I
you
was so
want to
pissed.
go to PSEP or no? Okay.
Hell no. Hell no.
I'm
No.
done.
I understand though why my parents. So we lived here actually, literally in Westland for probably.
Okay.
We lived right over on Beechnut Street. So,
Okay,
like right
yeah.
in the same area. So I actually, which is cool, having my son here and like me and his dad having kind of like our first home and me
Okay.
being home with my son. I am happy kind of being where I'm at because I'm
Yeah.
very familiar and I know a lot of people around me.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I'm right by all my friends and people. So
Yeah,
it did work
exactly.
out. And his parents are right down. It worked
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
But we moved because I don't know, just like the house market was really bad at the time. And I
Yeah.
remember my dad was saying that at the time, you know, when you lock into a mortgage, you're gonna pay that. And then I guess the person across the street, they were paying half of what we were paying. My dad was
Wow.
like, hell no.
Yeah.
And the bank was like, well, you're still paying. He's like, you ain't getting my money.
Yeah.
So we did. So we
Okay.
sold that house, which I get it, you know.
Yeah.
But we ended up moving all the way out to Canton, running some house, which that's a long story.
Yeah.
But I ended up going to PSEP.
Okay.
It was a good school. Overall, it was a good school, but
Yeah. What was your home school?
St. Lucie, right?
Okay.
Salem. But then it didn't even feel like it. Like
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
my first semester. I mean, coming from like going to Stevenson, you know, a normal
Yeah.
school, and then okay, I was gonna go to John Glenn. No, when you go to 3 different schools,
Yeah.
you got like Canton, Plymouth, Salem.
Uh-huh.
It's like a triangle.
Okay.
Plymouth High School looked more like a prison, if anything. Like the inside was literally just like walls to walls, and it's
Okay.
just no. Canton was cool. It was a big school, open. Salem was the best one.
Wow.
Everyone said so.
Okay. Period.
But what was irritating is like my first semester, I remember 2 classes in Salem, 2 in Canton, 1 in Plymouth. We'll just say
Okay.
that.
So running
I didn't know
around.
what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
I'm literally just like,
Right.
like, man, I'll never forget that.
Right. And we were stressed about one building. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Can you imagine all 3?
And then
You was
gotta
ready for
find
college at that point.
I was, no, seriously. When I went to Eastern after, I felt like I did 8 years of college. Like
Wow.
literally, because it was the same exact thing of how college would be. You
Yeah.
walk different buildings. Okay, you got a class here. I mean, literally, it was like I was already in college.
Yeah.
So when I started going to Eastern,
Yeah.
big walk.
That's good though.
So it did prepare me. But it's
Mhm.
just like, man, like when it came to wintertime though,
That is one
she
thing
could tell
that's
you.
true.
I'd be texting her, oh yeah, we got the day off. Yo, got school up. How come I blah, blah. And I'm the one walking. Like I'd get so
Oh my
pissed.
gosh. That's so
I'd get
funny.
so. Oh my god, I hated
Right.
y'all. I hated your guys' school. It's
Love
over
me a
with
good little
now.
snow day.
Man,
love that.
No, we never got
Oh my
snow days. We had to
goodness.
walk through that, like the trenches. Of
That's
that snow.
crazy. I would think you guys would get them more because of
Oh
that.
no, they didn't care about it. Mm-mm.
I can see.
I feel
But-
like it's like when we was in college and it would be snowing so hard.
Yeah.
Like, you're still going. I'm like,
One
Oh my
thing though,
goodness.
going to that school, which I don't think John Glenn. I don't know if you guys had it. Cause I remember I would tell her,
Uh-huh.
when you turn 18, you could sign yourself out.
Really?
when I turned
That's
18.
I don't
wild.
remember. I don't think we
I would.
could.
I don't think you guys could either, because I remember knowing people from Wayne, you know, and
Mhm.
I knew a lot of people from Wayne
Mhm.
Memorial, and then John Glenn. I remember you guys always had to be in school. And
Yeah.
I'm like I'd freak out.
I think
As soon as I
is
turn
it.
18,
Do your parents have to call in, or wow?
as soon as
So
you turn 18, you can sign yourself out. Go to office, be like, I'm out.
how can you do that though? Like, what are they? Do people just like skip class then, and they're like, you know?
From what I remember, once I turned 18, I remember I just go to the office, you sign a slip, I think basically saying that you're leaving, and then you just bullshit.
Okay,
Doctors, listen, I mean, you never.
that's wild.
And my dad always told me, which as a parent say the same thing personally, I mean, if you're a good kid and I know you're doing good in school,
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, my dad told me, he goes, as long as you get A's, I do not care. I got
Okay.
A's. I wasn't in school.
Yeah.
I figured the way around it, but I did good in school.
Right. That's actually
Yeah.
funny though. That's kind of
So
lit.
that was the cool thing about that school. But when it came to like, I mean, I remember even like parking passes. Those were about 200 a pop. I don't know how much
Oh
your guys
my
were.
God.
Well, you're like
How much
50,
was it?
40
I didn't
bucks.
have a car yet.
I think it was 150, maybe 200. I think so.
Oh wow,
That's crazy.
I think it was up there too as well.
Dang.
Maybe 150 or 200. If I'm not
Scam.
mistaken.
That was
Yeah,
high
no.
school.
Yeah, no, they were taxing
Taking
though
our
for
money.
sure, for sure.
Mhm.
For what?
And anybody who went to John Glenn, if you know the parking lady there,
Oh.
I know,
She
that's what I was
took-
thinking about.
she took her job too seriously. I'm like,
Oh, she like checked everyone's car.
she would like give you a ticket if you like parked incorrectly. She would like yell at you if you came in late or left early.
I would have thought.
Cause like you could leave early if you had dual enrollment or like your parents called you out, but like
Mhm.
she was too much. Like, and I think like people will post videos of like her chasing them, and I'm just like, you're not getting a raise for this.
That
Like,
school
I
probably
literally
loved
it's
her.
okay.
That's so funny.
It's wild. Like, it's. I mean, we love the teachers and you know that really care and dedicate
Yes.
their life to really pouring into the students. But the ones that were just trolls, it was like, are you trying to get revenge for your childhood or something?
Mhm.
Like, it's
There's
okay.
too many to count on that one.
I swear.
Mm. We
My
said tea
goodness.
though.
We need to have some tea down here. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That is-
But no, it's crazy. Like, even just like being around here, like driving down this way reminds me of like, I don't know if you used to go to Skateland West on Fridays or Fridays.
She lived there.
Me and
Did you?
I didn't go as often. I had a
So-
stricter parent, so I wasn't there all the time. But she was always outside.
I used to
Literally.
love. No. The first time I was like, "Can I go 7 to 10?" And my mom was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh,
I'll say
down."
yes.
Like,
Bye.
okay.
Man, that was the spot though. Like it's like it makes me.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't care now. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. But to now, it's like it's crazy because when we were, you know, at that
Mhm.
age, it's like I remember Scantling would be popping.
Yeah.
Like you'd see every weekend lines, and it's like you know,
Mhm.
it's not even Scantling.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
Even if it was
a haunted
Caitlin, it
house.
wasn't.
no.
packed like
When it
used
was,
to be.
still,
Yeah,
there
for
was no one
sure.
there anymore. Like I think I even
Mhm.
went there before they turned it on to hush, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I don't know. I remember that was like the thing. Like skating was
For
so
sure.
fun.
It
and like
was.
just the spot to hang out with your friends.
And
For
like,
sure.
I
even
don't
if you
know.
didn't skate, because everybody's
Just to hang
chilling.
out.
Oh my gosh, they just be chilling on them little
It's
circle
like those music
tabletops.
videos.
Like,
Yeah.
for sure. That's like a core memory that whenever like someone that went to our school district or even just like the general area
Mhm.
brings up, it's just like instantly my parents let me go or they didn't let me go. I was
See?
there every weekend. Like,
I went like maybe a couple times, but not
Yeah.
a lot. And I'd be like,
no, I feel it was fun. I think around the time I got to like 8th grade, it started like to like kind of like plateau off, and it was like, oh, it's starting to get lame. Like no one goes, stuff
I
like
feel
that.
like a
But
lot of things, and I don't know if it's because of like social media or
Mhm.
technology now, but I feel like things are so different. Like you
Yeah.
don't see how we used to be outside. Like
Right.
I'm being honest, like I'm home with my son a lot, but we'd be
Right.
outside.
Yeah.
We'd be at the park. We'd be going to the stores. Like he'll be bringing his shoes to me. Like okay, man.
yeah,
Like be bringing his bag
Right.
out. Like he's ready to go. Like he's very. We just go shopping.
Yeah,
And stuff. 'Cause I don't
fun.
like being in the house like that. And what's crazy to me, I mean, now I understand school, but even
Yeah.
summertime, as much as I'm out during the day and think
Yeah.
you see kids outside, I even told Justin
Right.
one day, you don't see kids outside. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like, you don't no more. Like, I don't, at least
I
by
feel
me,
it.
even around here, you just don't really see kids playing outside.
Yeah.
You don't hear them outside. Like, it's really weird. And it's
for
like,
sure.
I remember we were kids. I was always outside. I remember I got in trouble being outside too.
I swear. Be like, can I ride my bike over to my friend's house? Like,
Right.
it used to be so much fun. Walk to the gas station, get you some snacks, come back, have a little picnic of all your junk food.
Walk
like,
to 7-Eleven.
I swear.
Ride your bike to 7-Eleven. Get a Slurpee.
Yep.
Get the candy or the chips.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: when I met Shelby, that's when I was able to go do everything else.
Really?
Yes. I
Maybe
was
because you
only-
had like a buddy to go with.
Yes.
Okay, that
maybe,
makes sense.
But I was cool with like somebody else down the street. My mama didn't want me to go over there, so I was just like, I don't know.
Mamas be knowing, so can't falter.
No,
But yeah.
that's true.
And now she's about to be your sister-in-law, so
Exactly, it worked out. It worked out.
Besties. Yeah.
Because that's when I had that experience, like walking to 7-Eleven, going, just walking, just for no reason. Like, I just remember, I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that was so much fun. I wish I could do this all the time.
Just the
Yeah.
little things, yeah.
And like you think about that now, and it's like I always, what was it called, the nodulistic of it, like where it brings you back the memories.
Okay,
like,
nostalgia. Mm-hmm.
what am I thinking? The nodulistic, is that another term?
It's the same word.
I think it's just
I've heard
nostalgia.
that word.
It's
or-
nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Okay,
Yeah.
I say I feel like I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
we know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. We got you. We got you.
it's just crazy. Like I just feel like you don't ever see like what we used to do as kids. You don't see that no more.
Right.
Mhm.
Not as much for sure.
And like I remember, like, this is like a real core one. One of the first sleepovers I went to was like Tania's house, and we went outside at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, "You can't do this in Inkster." Because she lived in Canton, and I'm like, "You can't do that over here." And I'm like, "Wow, this is different. You can see the stars."
This is
I was like, "Wow." And she's like, "You want to go back inside?" I'm like, "No, I want to stay out."
It depends on where you live in Inkster. Like, you know, you can, depending on where you at, you know.
Sometimes.
And how old you are, what you're doing, you know. But
you got no business being outside.
for sure. No, but Canton, doing it all. So, yeah.
Mhm.
And it's so crazy because, like, they're all so close, like, between Inkster, Westland, Canton.
Really,
like, they're right
They
there.
are
So,
Livonia, Plymouth, Canton. It's They are. They're
Right.
literally like boom, boom, Farmington. It's
Yeah,
all right
and then
there.
Novi is like right there.
mhm.
Garden City. Name it all.
Yeah. As long as you're not being too stupid, like, you'll be fine. So,
Honestly.
yeah. But okay, how was the summer for you guys though? I feel like I was outside a lot, even more than I wanted to, because like with being a part of an org, it's like, okay, I put this responsibility on myself, so like now I'm signing myself up for stuff, and I'm kind of like, what did I sign myself up for? But it's been great, it's been fun, but and it's gotten me out the house because I feel
Good.
like in recent people are like, where have you been at? Like, are you still in Chicago? Because I used to live in Chicago, like for like a
Nice.
year, like around
Oh.
2020, I was working there.
Okay.
Came back because I couldn't really like I just felt isolated. Like I was by
Understand.
myself. Like can't meet anybody because COVID. Like
Mm.
my work was super far from where I was living, and I just felt like,
It
what am
wasn't
I doing
worth
here?
it.
You know. And the job was also like, you know. So came back, and I kind of was just like, you know, in my little hermit shell, doing my thing with my like closer group of friends.
Right.
And so like people that would like see me on social media more, like see me
Mhm.
like being silly on Snapchat, you know.
Mhm.
My Snapchat used to be crazy, but so like by like chilling out more, people were like, "Are you still like here?" Like, you know. So
Mhm.
like it helped me like get back out and like interact with people more, which is good. So yeah.
And then don't you also have a vlog or something like that?
Okay, I do have a YouTube channel.
Oh.
I have a YouTube channel, which you know I'm just trying to be more active on, but
What kind of content do you post?
I do vlogs.
Mhm.
Sometimes I do like travel content, or sometimes I do sit down chats with my friends like this.
Mhm.
So it just kind of depends. But I think like I dabbled into like engineering content, stuff like that, but I want to
Okay.
kind of just do like more like fun stuff, more just like more me stuff,
Understand.
beauty, fashion, travel, whatever, you
Mhm.
know.
That's what I want to do.
Exactly.
I've
It's
been
just
talking about doing my like just from
Mhm.
learning how to do all this.
yeah.
I've always being home more and like
Yeah.
everything, or even like when we go out and do things, like we actually like do like I'll put on like my
Yeah.
Snapchat, like we do like we went to Tennessee, like I'll
Yeah.
kind of put all together like a video. And vlog.
Yeah.
So like I've been thinking about doing YouTube and all that stuff, but like
Yeah. It's just a matter of doing it.
it's just so
Mhm.
much. Like there's a lot of ideas out there,
Mhm.
so you got to figure out kind of like a
For
niche,
sure.
like what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Some people do kind of just like their lifestyle like a personal brand,
Mhm.
and like, you know, people that like I like this person, and they watch you just because they like the type of stuff that you post, even if it's not just like one specific niche.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that just like putting it out there is the biggest thing, and I think that's another weird thing about like today. It's like social media has become like so like serious and so like performative, and like, oh my gosh, I have to do it this way. Whereas like when like 2014 or when Instagram first started coming out, like we'd post anything,
Oh
our
my God, I
grainy
don't even wanna know what I
photos.
was posting.
Oh my god.
I want to know,
Makes
like
me
all the
cringe.
cringe. It is
Back,
cringe.
remember these?
Oh my gosh.
Or
But I love it. Flower crowns.
Oh my god.
Oh my
You
gosh.
couldn't tell us nothing.
No, ready?
Tumblr.
Tumblr was crazy.
Oh,
But yeah,
God.
no, it's just so much fun stuff that we used to do, and just like not be like, how is it gonna look? Like, what is
Oh,
it? You
now
know,
it's like, man,
It's too much.
sad. It is. Like, I'll make little jokes to like my boyfriend, like, I'm gonna get this done. You gonna do this for me? You gonna pay for this? And he's just like, Ashley, don't be doing that to yourself, this and that. And it's like, I know judge. Like, you want to get stuff done. I mean, I
Right.
know judge. You do. It's your money, whatever. But like,
mm-hmm.
a lot of it is though girls who get all that crazy shit done
Yeah.
nowadays, and that's what's portrayed to these younger
Right.
girls because of social media. Now these younger girls don't look young, like how we
No.
looked young.
Yeah.
When
I
I looked
swear
young,
to
I looked like a
God.
boy. I didn't look like a girl when I was
Really?
like 13 because I played soccer and everything. But I wore pre-wrap, all that stuff. Like I did not care what I looked
Okay.
like. Now these little girls don't touch my hair, don't do that. I'm like,
I swear.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
But it's because
yeah.
of social media.
Definitely.
For sure. It's totally different. Like you're able to see so much, like the kind of exposure to things that you have like now, or like, you know, kids have now versus like what we had. Like
oh, man,
We
it's
didn't
so
have
different.
nothing. Technically,
Yeah,
compared to what
yeah.
they
I
have.
played a Game Boy, DS, my Wii.
mm-hmm.
That was like my every night Guitar
Mhm.
Hero. Like it wasn't the internet.
Yeah.
And that's
No.
what it is. It's the internet
Constantly, yeah.
Mhm.
where it's just a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids know how to get around a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
And I feel like it's harder like to like keep things like age appropriate for younger kids as well. Like I know for me, like I think some funny things we had were like Instagram, we had Kick, we had like different like stuff like that, but it's like I feel like younger kids are also kind of like starting to like try to emulate like what older people are doing, and it's like not quite your age
Or
bracket
a lot of
yet,
young girls
you know.
now. I don't know. Like I don't know where we were at a couple weeks
Mhm.
ago, but it's great. Like these girls, it's just.
It's a
I'm
little
glad
different.
I'm not in that generation. No
They
more,
don't
man.
look their age. They don't act their age either.
No.
And then they just attract the wrong company.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Understood.
That's okay. They gonna learn though. Just like
Yeah.
we did. They'll learn.
Yeah, and it's like when you're looking back, like wow, childhood was lit. It was fun, like just
It
being.
was.
It was. It's because we actually
Yeah.
lived as children.
Mm-hmm.
And I think nowadays it's like even these kids, like you just hear a lot of different stories, or
Mm-hmm.
let's just say with schools right now.
Mm-hmm.
That was
That's
going.
so scary.
Was that
and, like,
going on when we were in school?
no.
Thank you. And that's what I said to my mom. I'm like, was any of this? And she was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why is
I
it now
couldn't-
such a thing? Why, to see who can get the most viral moment? Is that like
Mhm.
what this is? That's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
It's so sad. It's almost scary. Like you don't know if we can send our own kids to school when it is
Yeah.
time for them to go to school.
I already said
it
I'll
is sad.
homeschool my kid if things get worse. I have
It's
no
crazy.
problem.
Yeah, do what you
or
gotta do.
we get rich, we get that bag.
Hey.
I'll hire a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
A teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
In-house.
I will. I
That's
don't
fine.
care. I don't need my. I mean, it's my kid can play with their friends, do whatever.
Mhm.
But when it comes to these kids being in school and you don't know how to
Mhm.
behave like a child in school, my kid will not be sitting next to you in school.
Mhm.
Then
because
they
he
don't know how
act
to
like
take
that.
the
Like,
proper
no.
care of the school
Yeah.
to make sure this don't happen.
Yes, and that exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Sometimes when I think about like careers, I'm like, well, first of all, when I was a kid in school, I'm like, why would anybody want to be a teacher? You went to school
Mhm.
all these years just to come back to a school, but like now I kind of get it. I'm like,
Mhm.
I see
it seems fun, you know, for one, but like just all the drama that comes with it, I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm okay.
Mhm.
They also need to get paid more.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
Oh yeah,
Teachers
We'll say
I
that.
know they be
get
dealing
way,
with these
way more.
badass kids.
I
and-
swear.
The patience that you have to have working with children, because I work at a daycare, I can't imagine working
Older
at an
kids.
elementary school, a middle school, a high school.
Oh my goodness.
Give y'all mad props. That's for sure.
I
Big
swear.
props.
I swear. Just all the little catchphrases and new things they be saying. I'm like, 30 of them doing this?
And then they say something wild.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Not gonna
Shout out to
afford
the
it.
teachers, man.
Y'all the real ones.
Oh my goodness.
But summer, it went by kind of fast.
It
honestly.
did.
Yes.
It did.
We went to that comedy show for DC Young Fly.
Okay.
That was really fun. That was funny as hell.
That's good.
That was a good experience. It went by really fast. I feel like just because I have Carter and I'm just like working, so just like it just went really
Your
fast.
days go quick.
Definitely.
Yes.
Busy.
It went by really
By the
fast.
time you come home, the day's over.
Mhm. And I'm like, dang. Jamel's like, want to go to the pool? I'm like, no. I want to lay down.
I feel it.
What
What about
your
you?
summer?
It was really good. Second year of kind of going into second summer being a mother. You know, you learn a lot of things, and a lot of women can say this. Like, I mean, I'm sure Kyla can right now. Is, you know, every woman, you go through things after every child, like whether it's postpartum. I mean, stress. I mean, there's so many different factors, and like you really, as a mother, you start to feel better at a certain extent. And like I can tell compared to last summer. I mean, I just had a child, but like this summer, it's like you just feel like you could breathe.
Okay.
Like I can tell this year, it's like I can breathe. I'm getting more into. I guess you can say like you're learning about more yourself and how to heal a lot of things within yourself. So I think that's what's making my year a lot better too. Is you're just growing as a person. But other than that, like just places like we went to car shows. We always go to car shows. Like car, that's our shit. Like, it's so fun. We actually just got back from Tennessee.
Okay.
I just got back 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Road trip?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it was just me and him.
Okay.
No kids, nothing with
Okay.
us. So it was really cool just to have that bonding time, that moment in. Because after you especially have a kid, it's like you get that time, but you don't get that one-on-one time for real. So it's good to have that with someone. But it was just good. Like just like you said, traveling. Like I love traveling. I can't wait to really start traveling again. Like I love traveling beyond the house. But we were in the mountains. Do you know what a slingshot is? It's like one of those cars.
The car? Yeah. Okay, it looks fun. Sometimes I'm like, they're so low. I'm scared, but no, it looks fun.
It was
though.
really cool. We rented out one of those our last day, and we took that through the Tail of the Dragon, which is a very popular route to take for bike riders or just anyone in general. But you have to be really careful because a lot of people have died there.
Wow.
Yeah, so I told his
So
dad,
that's
make sure
in
you
the
go
mountains.
slow.
It's like curving around. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, but it's literally like. So when you're doing turns like that, you go too fast.
Oh my goodness.
Or you're gonna either fall or you're gonna hit something. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, it's sad, but there's like a tree. When you get to the point of it, it says "Tree of Shame."
That's wild.
It's all the parts from every crash that's ever happened.
Oh my god.
Swear to God.
So they just leave it there, or like?
Oh.
And it's like all these
Kind of
people.
morbid.
That's kind of what when we got there, kind of looked at him like, it's kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. But no, it was a good time. You just gotta be very careful.
Yeah.
But what's cool too is people take professional pictures of you while you're going through it in the woods. So that's cool. Other than that, what we didn't know, which must have been meant to be, even though it was crazy, it was called the Rod Run. That's like how Woodward is here. Pigeon Forge had like this huge car crew. So anytime we went to Pigeon Forge, girl, we were in traffic for a minute, and like we were just they're entertaining, but like you know how like we have Scat Packs, Hellcats, all that up here, and like that's our thing. Oh no, down there, big trucks and lights, like that's their shit. Like how you see fast cars here. Oh no, big trucks in Tennessee. So that was like their thing. And every kid, it was who had the bigger truck, whose truck was more brighter. But then these kids, my boyfriend loves to just, antagonize, like mess with people. Yeah. Especially if they're like kind of kids, like teenagers, because he knows he can just fuck with them. Yeah. And they'll just fuck with them back, because you know how boys are. The whole time we're like in traffic, literally, I had these like, we were like kind of like surrounded by like all these kids in like different trucks, and these boys who were next to us to the right. Justin just kept blasting just like stupid, like Sexy Red 20, like just like blasting rap music. So the whole time these kids were like, yeah, like right next to us. So every time they pull up, they're looking at Justin. I'm
so
like,
were you guys in the slingshot at this point, or a bigger car?
Thank God, no.
Okay.
No, this time we were in a truck. Okay. We took a truck down there.
Okay, gotcha.
But when we was it Sunday when we took the slingshot, thank God we were by ourselves.
Yes.
Not surrounded by kids. That would have been horrible. We took that in the mountains.
Okay,
But no,
got
it was
you.
just so funny because I'm like, what is happening? And these kids were just
Yeah.
loving him. So I'm like, stop entertaining them.
They love that. They
You
love
know,
that.
They ate that up.
They find
They
a stranger
did. They,
to
like,
connect
loved him.
with.
I'm like, what's happening?
They were like, friend.
Oh my goodness, that's
It was
hilarious.
cool. Tennessee. You ever been in Tennessee?
I think I have, but it's been like a long time. So
Okay.
actually, I went in 2015 or 16. I forgot about the time.
So you
In
like
Nashville.
to travel. Oh, Nashville. So we
Mhm.
were gonna go, but I didn't realize Gatlinburg. So we got a cabin in the mountains. By time, and we were there probably about a good 4 full days. So we definitely would have had the time.
Okay.
But it was a 3-4 hour drive.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like an hour. So I was
okay.
like, yeah. So by the time we would have had to literally stay there, and it was just like,
Yeah.
And
Too
it's
much.
Too much.
Yeah. But Nashville's cool. You
Yeah.
should check out Gatlinburg. It's
Okay.
really pretty there. There's so much to do. Too.
Yeah, for sure. I have to
So.
look it up.
It was good time.
Okay,
We
that's
gonna plan
good
a girls'
though.
trip. We gonna plan a trip down there.
Yes.
We gonna
Girls'
plan a
trip.
trip.
No,
We
that'd
gonna
be
plan a
cool.
trip real soon.
It'd be cool.
I heard like Nashville's like the bachelorette party like
Yeah.
mecca or
It's
whatever.
just-
So-
Nashville, it's
Yeah.
like you got Broadway, and then you have the
Mhm.
whole strip. I mean, there's just bars after bars, and a lot of the bars too, which is cool. I mean, they'll
Mhm.
literally have people playing like outside the windows and everything.
Okay.
It's like the windows will be open, but they
Yeah.
can stand on them and just as people are walking by. and
Cool.
stuff. Nashville's really fun.
Yeah,
That
they
should
love
be
their
cool.
music.
Yeah. Yeah, Nashville's cool, and it's
For
like
sure.
I mean, you definitely got your country music, but there's a rock. I mean, it's a lot of diverse. It's
Yep.
cool down there. It's a good time.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
It will get planned. She's looking at me like,
She's like, come on, so.
yeah. She's like, let's do this.
It's always easier when you plan in advance. So if you're like, okay, we're gonna plan for
Yes.
like next summer, then
That's what I'm
it's
saying. If I
happening.
can plan it like a year ahead, is more than
Yeah,
doable.
for
I'm
sure.
just trying to get Carter straight. It's the first year. I'm almost done.
Nice.
Almost there. 2 more months. He'll be a year old.
That's so
So,
exciting.
Thank you. I'm so
I
happy.
saw you like planning, getting ready for your for his birthday party.
Yes, his very first birthday party, and I don't.
That'll
plan
be
nothing, so
fun.
this is hard.
That's so
Thank
exciting.
you.
And then just seeing like, all the developments that happen so quickly within 1 year, I'm like, wait,
1
now you can pull
year,
yourself up.
even
Now you
a
can
month-
walk.
Even a month. Like
Yeah?
I swear, he just like took off. Like he went from just rolling to
Mhm.
full blown crawling, and I'm like,
Okay.
wait a minute, hold
Now
on.
he's gonna be walking.
Now
and
he's
then
pulling
running.
himself up. He's gonna
Okay.
walk
And
real
jumping.
soon.
Yeah.
I know.
You gonna
Jump-
be chasing.
yeah.
I know. I'm like, are you ready? He's
Yeah,
like, no.
be
I'm like,
ready,
you better get
man.
ready.
That's what everyone told us. Be ready.
Right.
Now I'm just.
We were at a party for Keith, and Jax was in the front row, and he just took off.
And he thinks it's funny.
And
Like
I
he'll
was like-
play and stuff, but then he'll look at me and Justin,
Uh-huh.
and he'll go and run. And I'm just like. But then what's funny with him is he won't run. Like he knows he won't run in
Yeah.
the streets and stuff, but he'll like run.
Yeah, like.
But he'll go down the sidewalk. I'm like, where are we going? That's all. We're just going
Say,
down.
don't worry, just
You're
chase
not
me.
going.
And I'm like, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me and
Good
Jamel. I'm like, you go one way, I'll go the other.
That's what we literally said. Because Kyle's
That's
like,
so
wait,
funny.
now Cardi's gonna be. I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? You go one way, I go the other way.
Right?
Yeah.
Literally.
That's so funny.
That's why I couldn't believe. I was just telling Kyla, because you know it's like that, like 2, like I'd say 1.5 to like 2.5, even. I mean, I don't know, 3. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm learning toddlers.
Mhm.
That's where it's just like all over the
Everywhere,
place. Learning,
yeah.
like it's normal as toddlers.
Mhm.
And we actually just took my son with his dad's family, grandma, and all them to Disney on Ice. And I knew in
Okay.
my head, I was like, let's prepare ourselves. I'm
Mhm.
like, we don't know how it's gonna go. I mean,
Yeah.
he's literally about to be
Mhm.
2. Like, I expect him to not want it. Even my friend, her son's just turned 2, and she said, she goes, I already know he's big. He wasn't gonna sit still.
Sit down, yeah.
My son, I don't know, it's just like, you know, just seeing everything in
Yeah.
live and in person. He sat the whole time.
Okay, good for
I was really
him.
happy. I know. I was like,
That's good. I always wonder, I'm like, can they see? Like, you know, as long as they can see, they're having a good
No,
no, he
time.
did. He was chilling on it.
Yeah.
His dad's like the whole time. He's just like this.
Mhm.
And then it was funny because like Justin, he did the whole time on Justin. Did
Okay.
not move. Didn't run around. Girl, I know. I was
That's
like, wow.
perfect.
Justin would move his arm though. Like he had his arm on him like this. But since whenever he would move his arm, he go.
Aww.
I was like, probably scared.
He
So
felt safe.
cute. Was
That
it cold
was
in
cute.
there? Is that maybe?
Kind of,
Okay.
but that girl. We tried
Mhm.
putting his jacket on him. Yeah. Like throws it off. I'm like, we don't need your jacket.
Okay, got it. If you're good, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he was
Honestly.
chilling.
My
But yeah, he did
goodness.
great. I mean, for his age, I'm just like,
Right.
So now we know next year.
Okay. No, that's lit
So
for
kids
sure.
will definitely
I'm getting mommy jumps.
just be prepared for anything when you're a mother. Just be
Yes.
prepared for anything. Be prepared if you got to exit and go. Just make sure you got everything. It's
Mhm.
just you got to be prepared for any situation.
Okay.
But you be aight.
Thank you. Thank you. Keeping these gems for down the line. I'll make them
Mhm.
one day.
Yes.
Not today. Nothing too soon.
Any-
But one day.
Any advice? We got it. From mom.
That's so
Especially
funny.
working at daycare, I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah.
mentally
Oh yeah.
prepared myself for motherhood.
You got
before
some
it even
extra, like,
Oh,
okay,
yes.
kids do this and this.
happened. Mhm.
What ages are they?
They rank from 6 weeks to like 5 years old.
Okay, so the freshies.
Freshies.
Up until
Yeah.
5 is okay. That's a big range too.
Mhm.
Do they have like separate areas, or
Mhm.
they all like okay?
So like it's like 6 weeks to like 1 year old around there. And we don't have a lot of kids that start at 6 weeks. They usually start a little bit older because like not a lot of people are gonna bring
Yeah.
their kids so fresh out.
Yeah.
And then like we have the 1.5 to like 2 years old ish. Then we have 2-year-olds to like 3. Then you have 3-year-old to 4, and then 4 to 5.
Who has
Okay,
a 2 and
gotcha.
3-year-old room?
Huh?
Who has a 2 to 3-year-old room?
It's mixed up right now.
How is the 2 to
Mhm.
3-year-old room?
The 2-3-year-old it's interesting.
Mhm.
It's just like the kids. It's the kids in general. They're like
Do you guys rotate every year, or does someone have that?
we
room?
rotate a little bit.
Okay.
I have a 2. I couldn't do it every day. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, fine.
It's your day.
Let him go run everywhere.
What room do you normally have?
I'm usually in like the baby room with
Okay.
Carter, and then I'm also in
Okay.
like the 1 to 2-year-old room, and then sometimes I'm in the 2-year-old room too.
Okay.
So I rotate a little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
But like at first when I had Carter, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was having my moment, and then I like sat there for a second. I was like, wait a fuck minute, like I'm working at daycare. I started writing stuff down like he had a diaper at this time. He ate
There
at
you
this time.
go.
He had this
Yeah.
many ounces. Okay, then I did like I had it
Okay.
after that. I was like, I got this.
Good for
And after
you.
that was it.
Look at the
It comes
mommy.
naturally.
Thank you. I love it though. But even working at a daycare, like you grow so much patience and you learn how to deal with kids in all shapes and forms.
I feel you.
Mhm.
And that's so funny. Even watching my, nephews and my niece grow up,
Mhm.
it's just been like so crazy to see like all the little changes. I'm like, when did you start saying this? Or where did you learn that from?
Right. And they're like little
But,
adults,
yeah.
and you don't even realize it, and they
Mhm.
just pick up. You're just like, oh, wait a minute, like I'm having a full blown conversation with you,
Right.
like you're an adult.
And they be know what you're saying. They be acting like they don't, but I'm like,
No, they
you heard
know.
that. I know you heard what I just said.
Exactly. I said no, and you look at me like you didn't say no. Yes,
Right.
I
And they
did.
give you that badass look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Mhm. Suck it.
I'm done. That's so crazy.
They're very interesting.
Did we cover, I would say, we talked about travel.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I want to talk about that. We talked about organization.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Those like the 2 main.
Was there anything else you felt comfortable talking about?
Is there anything else you want to know? Can't think of anything.
Okay.
I don't know what
Okay.
vibes you want in your private vibes.
Anything. Any type of good vibes. You feel?
Okay, the
What do
holidays
you-
are coming. Oh, wait, go ahead.
I have,
Okay.
wait. You first.
I guess I'm just curious, like lifestyle wise, career wise, is that what you do
Yeah.
right now? Like money, is that how you bring in your income and everything, or what
So,
do you do for occupation?
No, actually, I'm an industrial engineer. So, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting for sure.
Where, like, at us? Well, you don't have to say on a place. Actually.
So I work at automotive.
Okay.
So yeah, I work at
Big
automotive.
three?
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'll say
Gee.
that.
Okay,
I-
girl.
We'll talk more. But it's
Yeah.
definitely interesting. The culture, the people.
Yeah, I hear a lot of
they're
stories.
interesting, but it's cool to see the cars come off the line. It's cool to kind of like interact and like see the back end of things.
Mhm.
I think one thing I really want to do is kind of like get out of automotive and do more stuff that's like whether it has to do with like tech or like business, because like those are kind of like more of my like present interests.
Okay.
And it's kind of hard though in Michigan because like everything is like automotive because Motor
Right.
City.
We're big.
Yeah, which is cool. It's cute.
Mhm.
It pays and everything, but sometimes I'm just like, okay, like this is not my passion
Oh,
as far as like
really?
automotive.
You have to find a good passion.
But it's definitely good to like get the money in the meantime. But
Mhm.
like you know,
You gonna
always
find what you
open to other
love.
things. Open to other things too. So I've been
Okay.
like kind of just trying to like grow my skill sets and like stuff like that. Like whether it's like getting a certification or like taking a
Mhm.
little master class to figure out like,
That's
okay,
what I'm
how
trying
can
to
I
do.
shimmy into another industry or another
Right.
lane. So that's what I'm currently working
You'll
on.
figure
So
it
yeah.
out. If you already got like the idea and like you already have
Yeah.
like you'll figure it out. You got it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're already on the right step.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the job market is crazy right now. Like I've just been seeing everybody talk about it. Even whether you're a
heard-
recent grad or been working, it's crazy.
I heard it's hard. I
Mhm.
heard that like me personally, like even like now I know I'm sure for a fact like work from
Mhm.
home. I'm sure it's very hard because it's like
Mhm.
everything's
Everyone
so
wants
different.
it. Yeah.
But even like when I like my son like last year, that was kind of my first idea. Okay, I'm gonna get a work from home job.
Mhm.
You know how many damn jobs I applied to? I applied to like I don't even know.
100,
Every,
literally.
yeah, see, yeah,
Mhm.
every day he would even watch me. Just like I made sure I told myself I at least apply to 10 different jobs every day.
Yeah.
You gotta get something.
Yeah.
Half some of these jobs I would get, you get the bullshit schedule. Okay, well
Yeah.
you're gonna be doing this long or the weekends. It's just, no,
Yeah.
I don't want that. I'm good. Or it's
Mhm.
like I don't know. It was very
Yeah.
hard and like it's hard. I heard the
For
job
sure.
market is very different now.
For sure. It's
Mhm.
crazy. That's a whole nother rant, but yeah.
For real.
It's crazy. The companies will try to kind of like play you a little bit, offer you
Mhm.
less than your worth or what they know
Mhm.
they can give you, or try to give you kind of like just like breadcrumbs. Like,
Mhm.
we'll give her a last vacation, we'll give her a contract, we'll give so I'm also the same way. I'm like, no. Like either give me more
Right.
security. Like I'm not taking
That's
that.
why I
So
want to work for myself. My goal,
absolutely.
because when you work for
Mhm.
yourself, you make your own schedule. You
For
do
sure.
what you want.
Mhm.
You make money. You ain't gotta
Mhm.
listen to nobody.
Yes.
Like I always knew for a long time. Like I have a waitress job,
Okay.
and I do other little stuff. But it's like I'm home with my son too. But it's like I've learned being home with him, where I've learned ways of making money outside actually working
Yeah.
for someone. And I'm like, it makes you not
Yeah.
want to anymore. So right now I'm kind of taking the time since I have to be home with my child.
Yeah.
Use my creativity to hopefully
Yeah.
we gonna get that bag.
Absolutely. And I would say
Yeah.
like 100% with that, like entrepreneurship is like one of my bigger passions. And I'm just like, okay, it's just about finding the business model that works for you and then
Mhm.
just like driving that home. So like,
social media.
yeah,
Use
yeah,
social
yeah.
media to your. I mean, travel advising, everything. Like how
Mhm.
you shared that on Facebook. Use that to your
Yeah.
advantage. 'Cause social media. I mean, you can use it to
Yeah.
promote yourself, and then one day someone's gonna notice you. You can go viral.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like
I'm
that.
telling you.
For sure.
That's how it happens.
For sure.
Yep.
So I gotta put yourself out there.
No.
La la.
Wait,
Hold on.
Wait, whoa.
Because I was about to ask you.
Oh,
Because we're
shit.
talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about business.
La la
La
luscious.
la.
La
Because
la
I was thinking about your
luscious.
sweets today, actually.
I mean, if you fiending, just call me. It's
I
what
don't
it
need
is.
to, but
She
like
the
your
plug
cookies
when
were
it comes
kind of
to
lit.
baked
Like,
goods.
Thank you.
You need the baked goods? Just give her a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Period.
I don't have them on hand. You just gotta call and let me know before.
But that's even better because they're made to order. They're made
Exactly.
fresh.
I'm not gonna do y'all both. My cookies are fall off the bone. Like
No,
I
fall
would
off
say.
the bone.
They do. Like they just be, and you be like,
I'm crying.
I love a good cookie.
Oh my goodness.
A good soft cookie. That's
Mhm.
that's key.
Gotta be soft. Gotta be soft.
But La La Luscious is under like.
Under construction.
Under
Yes.
construction.
Okay.
But I'm definitely making orders like whenever somebody would want something.
Mhm.
But it's all you cook to order. So.
Mhm.
Just
I
let
could
me
see you
know.
having like a little bakery, like a little
I always
store.
thought about it.
That'd
Yeah.
be cute.
Thank you. One day.
Kyla's cookies and
It'll be La La
cakes.
Luscious all day.
La La Luscious for sure.
Yes.
For sure. Keep the name driving home. That's what's up.
Thank you. Thank
I will
you.
be there.
Yes, I love loyal
Even if I shouldn't
supporters.
be.
Look, just have one cookie. You ain't gotta have a lot.
Run to the gym after burning it off. It'll balance.
Exactly. It's all it is. It's about balance. Have a sweet today. Go to gym tomorrow.
I actually went to Pilates today.
Oh, how was that?
It was good. It was difficult. That's why I said, oh.
I heard a lot of people like Pilates.
It's fun. It's very difficult.
Mhm.
Because you're using like your body weight as well as like the weights that
Oh,
they
God.
put on,
Mm.
and it's like slow movement, so you're feeling every single thing. So
I'd be like,
yeah, but it's good because it's like not too intense, but you're still gonna feel the pain. But it's good. I would try it.
Was that your first time?
It wasn't my first time. It was my first
Okay.
time at this like the company or business. I've been
Okay.
to a different one, but yeah, this one was also difficult. So, but yeah, it was a fun time.
Ooh,
Mhm.
I want to try something different. I want to get like into something else.
Yeah,
I'm ready to
definitely.
get my butt back in the gym. And all I've
Mhm.
been seeing on
Same.
TikTok is winter arc. Winter arc, basically like you're signing the contract to put your body back into like the gym and just work. Like I'm so I used to
Is that
work
the
out. You can
color?
ask her. That was my thing. Like
Okay.
obviously for being a mom, like I still worked out after him, but you know by the time you balance everything and this and
Okay.
that,
It's so hard.
I used to work out 4 days a week. Man,
Okay, that's
when I tell
good.
you I'm ready to get back,
Girl,
it's so good for
go.
you. I can't
Mhm.
wait.
For
It's so
sure.
good for you.
It's hard for me going when I get there. I'm like, this was good. I needed this. Like it always feels good. But yeah.
Mhm. And then like once you get into a routine of going to the gym, it's so easy
You'll
to
take a while to
follow
figure
it.
it out.
Because I remember like was it like 2021, 2020? I was in the gym. I was in that boy every single day.
Okay.
Except the weekend. And I was killing it. I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I was about to do
Good.
bad thing. It felt so good. And then
Yeah.
like me and Jamel got together, so you put on happy weight, which is real as hell. Because we started eating like crazy.
Like, what you want to eat? What you want to
And
eat?
then guess the freaking okay. So then we got back in the gym, and I was like, Jamel, don't get me pregnant, because I already know what's about to happen. And literally a week after we got back in the gym, I got
Sure
pregnant.
enough.
I was like, bro, I was so close.
Just be careful.
Next, you ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about things.
I'm crying. But no, it's true. It's like gotta get snatched. And women, we have to go through like so much. It's like, okay, get your body
Mhm.
back, and then like if you get
Yeah.
pregnant, you know.
Exactly. That's my
that-
fear. Like
Mhm.
getting back right and just being beautiful. Then, boom, baby. I'm like,
Mhm. You can always go back to, you know.
it's so hard because it's like I had
Yeah.
a C-section, so like they have that little extra like skin, and it's like it don't go nowhere, and you have to work extra hard to like get rid of that extra skin.
Interesting.
No matter how skinny you is,
Yeah,
it's still there.
Still there. No, that's what we hearing.
That's why people get that tummy tuck. And I ain't doing that till after I'm done, so there's no reason if I do anything. But yes.
Right. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Anything else?
I think we're good.
All right,
You
girl.
good?
Yeah,
was a good one.
That was
Well,
good.
thank you for coming on.
Yes.
I learned a
Thanks
lot,
for having
so thank
us.
you. Yeah, thank you for joining. But I want to say, everyone, subscribe. Thank you for listening to our girl. Hope y'all learned
We'll
a
post
lot.
her page. We're going to post all the stuff about the travel.
Mhm.
We're going to
Yep.
post some pictures from you traveling if
Okay.
you would
Yep.
like.
Yes.
Yep.
Show them what they can look forward to.
For sure. Thank you guys so much for having me. It was a pleasure. And don't forget to keep watching Vibrant Vibes. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Goodbye.